started at 18 because I wanted to make money, just as many young people start any profession do. But I came from poverty and I really didn't know anything about managing the money once I got it. So here's the books that I wish I had had access to back then, some of which I haven't actually even read yet. But first is Think and Grow Rich. My mentor Dan Pena told me to read this by Napoleon Hill. There's a lot of controversy surrounding this book, but the message in it is phenomenal. Reading this is really the first thing that made me shift my mindset, along with meeting Dan Pena. And what he really taught me is just the intention of people who like have a lot of money, or at least that's like one path. So this book's really great. Now this book I haven't read, but everybody talks about it, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I love what it says at the front. What the rich teach their kids about money, that the poor and middle class do not. What great marketing. The next one is, I tried to read this because Warren Buffett recommends this book and says that this changed his life. It's called The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. It is really complicated. The definitive book on value investing. A lot of my mentees, investing in shares and that kind of thing is a big part of their like long-term transition plan. I decided pretty early on that I was going to invest and like put all my eggs in the basket of business development. And that's why I ended up starting a business, selling a business to private equity. And so I've always focused on that as my like main money-making vehicle, and my retirement and wealth strategies have always been around businesses. But if you are interested in investing, then obviously if Warren Buffett, like the master investor of all time, is saying to read this, then you should read it. Along the same lines, and I have read this as well, and it's way easier to understand, is Tony Robbins' book, Money Master the Game. So Tony Robbins has basically like clearly read books like this and totally understood them and knows people like Warren Buffett and some other like big time investors too. And he pretty much decided that this is all way too complex for the average person. And what can I do to help them get into investing, which has like such a long-term benefit to people financially, particularly if they start young? How can I help them to understand like how to navigate that today? And so he wrote this book, and I actually started down the path at one point. Like I went and started working with like a private wealth management firm, and I put like some money into it, but then I decided that I wanted to go all in on the business development in terms of my financial strategy. So I didn't stick to it, but this was a great book. Still a difficult read, but a great book. And then I've got so many books on my bookshelf that I haven't even yet read. Some of them I don't remember when I got them, if they were a gift, if they were handed down to me. I think this was given to me by my brother. It's called How to Get Rich. One of the world's greatest entrepreneurs shares his secrets by Felix Dennis, founder of Maxim magazine. You have my attention. So when I was growing up, the thing that my dad encouraged me and all of my brothers to do was to become self-employed, run our own businesses, and have like control over our financial destiny that way. He said that you're never going to get rich working for somebody else. And this says on the front of this book, hint, you'll never get rich working for your boss. So my dad was right. So that's a list right there. That should really get you started.